Doing Kama Sutra with Asuelu today kind of makes me feel a little uncomfortable. The main issue is that I haven't had sex with Asuelu since I found out that he cheated on me. Like, the second he gets close to me, I just am like, I'm closed off.
What's going on, people? We are back again with some more Moving Mad. And to be honest with you, I'm sitting and I'm thinking to myself, why are these two still together? Why is Kalani still pretty much fighting for this relationship? Well, we can argue and say that this season she definitely has shown signs of not wanting to fight for the relationship. And to be fair, can I blame her? Can we blame her? Absolutely not. But at the same time though, why is she even here? Why is she still in this relationship? That scene right there looked uncomfortable. Wow, talk about not even being interested to the slightest. Now, of course, can I blame her for that? No, I cannot. But again though, can I blame her for still being in this relationship with this poor excuse of a human being? I can 100%, but we continue.
I honestly just feel grossed out. I just think of his penis with somebody else. So then that just disgusts me. And then I don't want to do anything. Found out what happened. I just like blocked off love to him because I'm afraid.
You're afraid of what?
Being hurt.
You know, in a lot of situations, once you get to that point, that tells you one thing. It is time to end the relationship. It tells you that the relationship is now dead and there's no recovery. And even if you recover the relationship, you're going to continue a relationship of pure paranoia. A relationship that's going to have no trust. A relationship that's going to be questioned every time you try and communicate. A relationship that just won't feel healthy. And if anything, a relationship that could probably turn toxic. And to make it worse, a relationship that can definitely damage your mental health. And that is one of the worst things anyone can do to themselves in life.
And then with sex, I just honestly don't even care about any of that anymore.
I feel like I've done a lot of bad things in our relationship, and I really want to work on myself.
The moment that intimacy is dead on one side of the relationship, I mean, listen, to be honest with you, there are so many things in a relationship that can go completely dead, and they mean that the relationship is now done. One of them is intimacy. One of them is emotion towards that person. One of those is respect. There are so many things that once they go dead, recovering the relationship is going to be extremely hard. And at the end of the day with Kalani now, there's a whole lot more to it. This isn't a matter of where the relationship is dead just because she no longer wants to be intimate with him. This is a matter of where this man has played with her heart and emotions time and time again. And because he's done it so many times, she's now finding that part where she's torn. But the saddest thing about it is that it took for Kalani to go and experience love, or should I say intercourse with somebody else, for her to finally realize that how she'd been treated wasn't good. For her to realize that her feelings had been sidelined not only by Asuelu but also by herself. For her to understand that even when she tried to be intimate with him, it was never really intimacy in terms of love or making love. It was always just Asuelu. And it is sad that it took for her to walk out to realize it. But the sad truth is that sometimes in life, people legit will have to cheat just to realize something, which is really bad. Because in reality, if you're in a position where you are about to cheat or you are about to use a hall pass, that is the moment that you should say to yourself, do you know what? My relationship is over now. That's it. You going through with it shouldn't be the thing that gives you that answer. You know what I mean? It's just going ahead to do it and then being in a situation and be like, whoa, this ain't it. And even if you do end up doing the dirty deed, straight after is the moment that you say to yourself, okay, now I got to walk away from this person. Because clearly a part of me is now dead in that relationship. But of course, there are some people on the other hand who just see with cheaters, they just can't help it. And that's a whole other conversation. But at the end of the day though, we've got Asuelu here, crying, showing his emotions, talking about, oh, I just don't know. I'm trying, blah, 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 blah. You know, the saddest thing about Asuelu is that he refuses to acknowledge the fact that he has caused so much damage, not only to Kalani, but also to his kids. Not only to Kalani and the kids, but also to his family. And not only to his family, but also to her family. That is the saddest part about it. He thinks that there's a way to redeem himself. There's a way to fix this. And the saddest thing about it is that even if there was a way to fix this, one thing that he can never fix is how Kalani will see him for the rest of their lives. Even if she was to stay with him, he may be happy with that, but it doesn't mean that she'll be happy with that. It doesn't mean that she will continue loving him the way she did before. It doesn't mean that she'll keep looking at him the way she did before. And it most certainly doesn't mean that she'll ever sleep with him the way she did before. is every time she look at him, she'd be looking at a man who legit broke her heart multiple times, a man that kept walking out, and a man that never made her feel as if she was enough. And the saddest part about it is that I keep using the word man when Asuelu is nowhere near the word man. But we continue.
Dr. Jason said that I probably just need time, but I mean, I've had years of time, and I still don't even forgive him for what he did in the beginning. From the beginning. So basically, since the beginning of Asuelu and my relationship, he's cheated the whole time. So
honestly, like, wow. Just wow. I don't know how she's found, I don't want to call it strength, to be honest with you, but I don't know what has kept her going for so long with this man. Honestly, looking back, can she say that it was all worth it? Fair enough, she stayed with him for the kids, but was it all worth it? That is always the question, isn't it? Was it all worth it?
when we were dating, when I was pregnant, before he came here, 3 years into our marriage, and then now. So it's just been this pattern. And how do you forgive someone for something that they keep?
That pattern is no joke. That pattern is legit no joke. He cheated on you when you were pregnant. He cheated on you before he even came to the States. He's just cheated on you and cheated on you, cheated on you. This is why, for me personally, this whole past thing is even more ridiculous. For a man that has come into your life knowing that you was a virgin at the time as well, and you let him into your heart, you let him in between your legs, the very first man to do it, right? You even allowed him to give you kids. You even married this man. And to be honest, the fact that she's kind of come to realization after, just because he's given her a whole pass, is very sad. Very, very sad. And like I said before, it makes the whole pass thing even worse, because everything that she's saying here was more than enough for her to walk away a very long time ago. It was more than enough for her to say, screw your whole past, I'm leaving, and I'm going to find someone who can make me feel worth it. Someone's going to love me for me, and someone who's not going to take advantage of who I am as a person. Someone's going to look after my kindness rather than abuse my kindness. Someone's going to cherish who I am rather than abuse who I am. You see what I'm saying? Like, I could never ever defend the whole past situation, because at the end of the day, common sense says you should have left him a long time ago. And it's very annoying, because the more you watch and the more we listen, the more I start to feel like, you know what? I don't even know if I feel sorry for you anymore. I don't even know, because why? Why? I mean, listen, I don't know if Asuelu is manipulatively abusive behind closed doors. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I know the sister Kalani did come to the resort because she said she wanted to make sure that he wasn't going to weasel his way out of this one like he always does. But I don't know if you class as manipulation, or class as someone who just knows how to say the certain things. I guess technically it is, isn't it? I don't know, man. But the fact that she's allowed a boy to come in her life and do this to her is bizarre to me. Absolutely bizarre. I'm lost for words. Really am lost for words.
I stayed with him because I was pregnant. I did it because I thought we would be together like forever.
It's so hard. It is so hard to not feel sorry for her, isn't it? To see her breaking down so much. So sad. I mean, honestly, the one thing that I can say for sure is F you, Asuelu. No woman, what was the word I'm looking for here? You deserve no woman. That's the one. I was going to say no woman deserves you in her life, but I don't know. I bet that doesn't sound right. I'm going to say you deserve to be no woman's life. You are legit a scumbag. You married this woman. You slept with this woman. You had kids with this woman. And all you've done is just be an absolute C-U-N-T. Absolute P-R-I-C-K. Absolute dickhead. The life that we live, hey? I really hope people watching this can witness what we have seen here. And if your partner cheats on you once, just walk away. Because once you give him once you forgive him, they're probably going to do it again. And even if they don't do it again, you're always going to be paranoid that they may do it again. Every time you have an argument, you're going to think they're going to do that. Every time they walk out, you're going to think they're going to do that. Every time that they block you or anything, like, you're going to think that's what they're doing. Is it really worth it? When you just start fresh with somebody else. Yes, I know starting fresh is a very long journey. And it's something that a lot of people don't want to do. But sometimes starting fresh is a whole lot better than being with somebody that's going to continue treating you like absolute garbage. Everybody hates the dating scene, but I promise you now, I'd rather be on the dating scene rather than be in a situation where I'm going through Groundhog Day with the same pillock of a human being. You guys let me know what you're thinking and we'll talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.